Why do meditation concentrate on breath? Where is the sense to look after the breath? Isn't it a normal thing we do all without consciousness? Hello, welcome, I'm Navisa, I'm Petra Schmidt, and I tell you a little bit about the breath. Life begins with the first breath and ends with the last. I think we all know, without breathing, no life. That's equal if we are looking after animals, or plants, or mushrooms. We are all breathing. Animals most breathe oxygen, plants breathe carbon dioxide. What's not the whole thing, because plants also need oxygen, but through photosynthesis they produce it themselves, so they only need in the night oxygen from the air, and at the day they use carbon dioxide. So without breathing, no life. What is interesting for us is why it makes sense to look after the quality of breath. In many books of meditation and many paths of meditation, it's said that the quality of life can be recognized by the quality of the breath. It can be paralyzed by fear, chasing in anger, intense in passion, deep and relaxing in happiness. The breath shows in which mood we are. Thus, the reverse conclusion that a meditatively developed positive breath leads to positive quality of life is not far. The breath carries to a large extent the energy of life. Accordingly, in most paths and religions around the globe, you can find exercises that develop nature and cultivate the breath. Let it flow naturally. There are 3 states or phases of breathing exercise. At first, an interested beginner must learn to feel the breath. The awakening of the breath through the conscious coordination of the breath with movement. In this way, the breath is freed from ingrained habitual patterns. That means you feel the movement of the muscles and understand the flowing of the air in coordination with this movement. When you have understand the coordination of movement with the flow of the air, and you have learned that different movements result in a deeper breath in and deeper inhale or exhale, then you are on the way to go to the advanced care of the breath. This is achieved with influence-free observation of the breath, which is taken naturally by the movement. It's not advisable to enter this phase too early, otherwise there's a danger that we will either fall back on coordination or distress. However, at this stage the breath should stand on its own, so we are not following the movement of the muscles anymore, but only the path of the air into our body and out of the body. It can be helpful for the care of the breath to combine flowing air with pictures, so like the ebb and flow of the tide, or imagine a downy feather gently greases by the breath, moving back and forth at the tip of the nose. You can also count in silent meditation to take care of the breath. Even more intensive care also results from the intensively observation of the different breaths, the differentiation of the simple nuances. Of course, this applies especially to the quiet sitting meditation. In movement meditation, it is often enough to consciously perceive our breath for care. The full strength, energy of an exercise depends on how aware we are of the breath. When you are taking care for a long time of the breath, there will become a point where you reach the masterful breath. This point arises itself at some point when we have taken care of the breath for a long time and sufficiently. It also begins to flow as one in everyday life. The consciously flowing breath has passed into the subconsciousness. That means when you have practiced long enough the good, healingful, positive breath, your body and soul get one, and this breath is anchored so deeply within you that you also do it in everyday life. So for the exercising of breath, I have 3 exercises for you. The first one I have shown in the guided meditation of awakening the breath. So you can make the guided meditation, or you can make an own exercise out of the following I tell you now. All exercises for the breath help to go deeper in sleep, to sleep faster. So you can do it before going to bed, lying in the bed. The first exercise. Place one hand on your stomach and the other on your chest. Inhale, filling the chest first, then the abdomen. The hands help you to control the path, that you feel the right position and the right time. Hold your breath for a moment before exhaling again. Empty the abdomen first, then the chest. Hold your breath again briefly before taking the next conscious breath. Exercise 2. In this exercise we want to actively influence not only the breathing itself, but also its duration by linking the duration to a count. We'll start with a short interval. Breath in through your nose while counting slowly to 3. Then hold your breath and slowly count 1. Then exhale through the mouth while again counting slowly to 3. Hold your breath again and count to 1. Vary the exercise by increasing the breath interval to 5 and later to 7. Increase in the same time the pauses to 2 and 3 accordingly. The third exercise is a mantra. Mantra can be everything what you want. It's helpful for some points of meditation, but it's not so easy than we think. The mantra is intoned according to the breathing when inhaling and exhaling. Intoning something while inhaling is unusual. It's not so easy. You have really to learn it. Concentrate accordingly on the interaction of the mantra with the breathing. First of all, you take a very classical mantra to practice. Om Mani Padme Hum. We inhale at Om Mani Padme and exhale at Hum. It is drawn out accordingly and then goes into the pause. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. To count the times you make the mantra, or in the exercise before the counting, you can use a beat on a prayer chain, so you know how often you have done it. You can also use a bracelet of beads on which the finger always passes the beat after the mantra. You can also just let it happen consciously. So if you like the video, please leave me a like. I also always happy about a comment, and I see you at the next video. Bye.